Where the candidates go says more about their campaigns than their rhetoric in this final week. It's an incredibly exciting time here in the United States. And Joe Biden, is he making a gamble, or the polls telling him that it's worth going to Georgia? That's where he was on Tuesday. His former boss, Barack Obama, also in Florida, a key state. The U.S. president very much barnstorming the states that gave him the election narrowly, under 80,000 votes. He was in Pennsylvania more times than I can count. He's in Michigan for 3 stops on Tuesday. And it's interesting, the different campaigns. Joe Biden essentially trying to make himself a presidential figure, uniter in chief, whereas the president making himself a sort of insurgent candidate like he was in 2016. Let's listen to Joe Biden.
These are historic, painful crises. The insidious virus, the economic anguish, the systematic discrimination. And one of them could have rocked the nation, any one of them. Yet, we've been hit by all 3 at once. I know this country. I know our people. And I know we can unite and heal this nation.
Now, while they're not gloating and they are definitely not complacent, the Democrats must be really emboldened by the polls at the moment. This latest CNBC poll, for example, nationally puts Joe Biden at 51%, the president at 40%. That is a huge lead, much larger than Hillary Clinton had at this stage or any other stage. The U.S. president dismisses the polls, as is his wont. Remember, they were wrong, but not by such a wide margin last time, and says don't count the polls, just vote.
They put numbers, you know, they're called suppression polls. They make you like feel badly. So you say to your wife or you say to your husband, darling, let's go out to dinner and then we'll come back. We love our president. But, you know, the polls say he can't win. Well, right now we're leading in almost everywhere. We're leading almost everywhere.
The U.S. president, as well as hitting the states that made him the president almost on defense, is looking at other areas, going to Nevada, for example, which is traditionally in the last 20 years or so Democratic, but they sense the polling might be tight. There might be a stop in Minnesota, for example. The vice president going to Wisconsin, sensing an opportunity there. Everyone will be looking at their own internal polls, but what really matters is election night. Watch Florida. If the Republicans do not win Florida, and if a result is called early because they count their mail-in ballots and other ballots basically before election night, so they could have a result, then they could be in trouble. If the Democrats don't pick it up, it could be an indication that the polls are wrong for a second time, but even by a wider margin. Nathan King, CGTN at the White House.